Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you, and see again I'm back to teach you the SST Standard 4 Chapter 8, and the chapter name is Unnatural Resources about the water and soil. So in first videos I have given you much more information about the water, that water is very important for all living things. We need water for drinking, for bathing, for cooking, for washing and for growing crops. And we know that the 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with oceans, but that water is salty and it is not fit for drinking and for cooking. That's why we used that water which exists in lakes, rivers, ponds, streams. So we get the main and fresh water we can get from the rain. Our main resources of water, fresh water, is rain. In India, the farmers, they are totally depend on the monsoon rains so that their crops will grow properly. But in some places we can get a lots of rainwater, but the another places we get received very little amount of rainwater. So that's why the farmer is what they need water throughout the year to grow their crops. That's why they just conserve, they just store the water for building the canals, dams, reservoirs and tanks, so that if they need that water in that any seasons, then they can use that water where they have reserved in the monsoon season. So that's why there is canal is there. It is dug from so that the underground water will comes from, and we can take that underground water with the help of tubes and with the electrical machines or diesel machines, diesel pump. So that is called a tube well. That is called a tube well. Means when we get the surface water through their tubes with the help of an electrical or diesel pump. So that process is called tube well. Tube well are used for irrigation in different states like in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. These are the places where they can use the tube well, which they can get water from the underground through the tubes, and they can use the help of an electrical diesels, and they can just take the water for the crops. In some places it is very difficult to dig wells. Means it is very difficult to dig the wells to just search for the underground water. Here rainwater is stored in tank and ponds. So that's why they just store, means they just conserve the rainwater in tanks and ponds, and is later used for agriculture, and then they just use that water. After that, later when there is no resources of water, then they can use that water which they stored in tanks and ponds. This is the most common in South India. So this is the most common process in South India. Next is dams are walls built across a river to hold back the flow of water. Dam is what? It is like a wall built which across the river to hold the water that flows from the backside. To hold the water which flow from the backside. These walls have special gates called sluice gates. Means these all gates has a special gates which is called sluice gate, and sluice gate is like a sliding gate, or sliding means this type of gate or other device for controlling the flow of water, because that water, their forces is very fast. So that's why they use that gate to control the flow of water of dam and canal. You can see that in picture a Sarovar dam is there. So they can use that water gates which they can control the flow of water, which can be opened and closed to the control the flow of water. So they can use this sluice gate so that they can open and they can close to control the flow of water. Water is stored in reservoir. Reservoir means artificial lake behind the dam. So the water is used especially in reservoir which is behind the dam. Canals are dug to take these stored water to the fields where it is required. So the canals is what they can dug that water, they just dug that area so that they can store that water in the fields and where they require. So that's why where the place they require, they just dug that field and they can store that water there so that they can use that water when they require. Next is, in a dam, water is made to fall from a height to generate electricity. So if in a big dam is there, then water is what it is made that it falls from the height so that it can generate the electricity. This is also known as hydroelectricity. Hydro means connected with water because water is used to produce it. So you can underline from the first line that in a dam, water is made to fall from a height to generate electricity. This is also known as hydroelectricity. This process is also known as hydroelectricity. Hydro means that connected with water because water is used to produce it. So from in till it, underline it again, I am repeating. In a dam, water is made to fall from a height to generate electricity. This is also known as hydroelectricity. Hydro connect with water because water is used to produce it. So the dam water, it is used to generate the electricity also. Dams also control floods and help in breeding fish. So dam is what it can also help the floods and it can also help to the breeding fish. Next topic is multi-purpose project. When dams are built to serve more than one purpose, they are called multi-purpose object. Please underline it that what is called a multi-purpose objects. Then when dams are built to serve more than one purpose, they are called multi-purpose project. Multi means that we can do any work, not one, we can do any work. So that is called what? Multi-purpose. So it is what that if any one dam can build and it can serve more, it can give more, means more purpose, one than more purpose, it can provide us a lots of things, it can help us in lots of things. So that are called the multi-purpose project, that are called multi-purpose projects. So some of the multi-purpose project in India are, so there are many multi-purpose project are there which is built to serve any more than one purpose, so that is called the multi-purpose. So here are many more is there that we will see. The first one, first is what? Bhakra Nangal Dam. It is one dam. It is built on the river Satluj in Himachal Pradesh and is the largest dam in India. So Bhakra Nangal Dam, it is what? It is built on the river Satluj and in Himachal Pradesh, and it is the largest dam in India. It provides water for irrigation. It also provides the water for irrigations and also supplies the electricity in Delhi and its neighborhood states. So that we will go through the next points in the next classes. Till that, please read the chapter and please take care of yourself. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.